Okay, welcome to another edition of the Above the Bridge podcast. I'm your host, Thaddeus. If this is your first time, you can find us wherever you get your podcast. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate you taking time out and joining us for this episode. Aloha. Okay, and for us, as always, you can find us at Above the Bridge Podcast on YouTube, on Instagram. Our website is atbpod.com, and my personal Instagram is Thaddy Daddy Hi. Okay, this week, my guest I just met recently, and he was a DJ at our laid back event. I always get super excited when I have DJs on my show. I've been working with DJs for the last 20 years, and it's a skill that I always respected, something I can't do. And I did a lot of business with a lot of DJs, and I'm always impressed with how they handle their work and what they do. But DJ Nasty Nate, what's up, man? Thank you for coming on my show.
So I appreciate you having me, man.
Bruh, you guys all killed laid back. The vibe was such a cool vibe, and I couldn't have been more happier with the DJs. Obviously, Hoppa Boy handpicks you guys to play that event, and oh, it was such a cool vibe, man.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Nothing but vibes.
You do a lot of those R&B events.
Yeah, actually, I have been doing a lot of R&B events lately. Yeah, I have.
DJ wise, how did you even get started DJing? Because I don't know, like it's a weird story every single time I ask this.
Yeah, it's funny because in college, like my best friend, he was a DJ. I was just playing football, and he was like, "Man, you should start DJing." And I was like, "Nah, I'm trying to go to the NFL, play football." He's like, "You got all the music and everything, and you always know good music." I was like, "No, that's your department." And then so I like fought it for like the longest. And then I moved back home to Virginia. And then I was just working at this alternative school, and I had a co-teacher. I mean, I had a coworker. She DJ'd, and she's like, "Oh, I got this extra controller if you want it." And I was like, "You know what? Might as well." So I bought it from her, and I just started messing with it. And then I just kind of like fell in love with it, and then the rest was history. Oh,
When did you play for a crowd? Like, when was your first crowd?
ooh, I think it was the first time I played for a crowd. I think it was either 2018, 2019, so not too long ago.
Hmm.
Yeah, like basically right before COVID.
Oh. And what was it, like a club, or like what was your first experience playing for people?
Um, I think it was a pop up for like one of the homies' clothing brand,
Oh.
Shillelagh. It was back in Virginia, in Richmond, and they opened up a store, and they were like, "Hey man, you want to come spin?" And I did, and then after that, yeah, just got the ball rolling. Yeah. So basically like a little pop-up for a fashion event. I played in front of people. But I mean,
That's
it's
cool.
in front of people, but it's not like I gotta keep people dancing or anything, so,
Yeah. That's
uh
cool. I had a little kiosk store in Waikele back in the day, and we were doing events, and DJ Hopper Boy was our video guy,
mhm.
and he started messing with it, so we let him play for Black Friday night at Waikele. And I remember he set up, and we're just letting him do whatever, because like he just wanted to play. And our store, we sold out a lot of our stuff, so we closed it real fast to restock.
Mhm.
And when I opened the door to see what was going on outside, Taylor had that whole area with b-boys, and he just had to jump in. I'm like, oh wow, he got some skill. Like, I mean, this it was like one of his first things he's ever done, and I'll always remember that. And that kind of got him started to where he would start DJing on the rig. And it was just crazy how little small opportunities like that can start something big. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
How did you end up in Hawaii?
So, I was like, funny story, my wife's actually from Waimanalo, and,
Okay.
met her in Virginia, and We were just talking, got married, and then she was like, "Would you ever move to Hawaii?" And I was like, "Why not?" And then we came out here during 2020, visit her nana, and was it called? We were like, she was like, "Would you live out here?" I was like, "Oh yeah." So we left, and then next thing you know, we're moving on out here. So yeah, just because of the wife.
Oh, that's super cool. I live in Kaneohe, so I'm on the east side, and the Waimanalo culture and community. My daughter plays for a volleyball club based out of Waimanalo, and
Mm,
we have so many friends and family from Waimanalo, and their community is super family oriented and
mhm.
super deep and very supportive of each other. Do you live in Waimanalo now or?
Yeah, I live in Waimanalo. Live
Oh
in
shoot.
Honolulu. Yeah.
Oh, right on. Okay.
Yeah.
So you experienced that culture then. That's a good vibe out there.
Oh yeah. Every day. Every day.
So how easy was it to transition from the mainland DJing to Hawaii? Because I mean, I know how it is in Hawaii. It's kind of who you know to break into that where you start getting gigs and people start trusting you with their events. How easy was that for you or hard?
Um, well, funny story. I had a homeboy that I met in Virginia, Jacob, and he was living out here, and I saw that, and I was like, "Yo, I'm actually about to move out there." He's like, "Oh, for real?" He's like, "Cool, I'll put you in touch with some of my peoples." Because when I moved out there, he was off island for a little bit, so he introduced me to CL Slick, DJ CL Slick, and Mr. Celestic or Sean,
Okay.
and uh, he put me. So like the first week I got here, like that Friday, he was like, "Yo, they're having a party. You should go check them out." So I did, and then I went up to them, introduced myself. They're like, "Oh, okay, cool." They're like, "You want to spin with us next Friday?" I was like, "All right." I was like, I almost said no because I was nervous, but I was like, "All right, I'll do it." And then ever since then, they're the ones that kind of put me in my first bar in Chinatown, and then yeah, then I just was always just going out, uh, seeing like the scene, trying to do my
Yeah.
homework research, and just introducing myself to DJs and people, managers, whoever, and then eventually I just get hit up. So yeah, I mean, so I've been blessed. It wasn't too hard to get in. I guess,
Yeah.
like you said, it's all about who you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I got in. People just, I already knew a few people. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's super cool. I would get hit up by DJs or I would get approached by DJs in the middle of our event, especially when we were at District, and they'll be like, "Hey, put me on a spin." And I'll be like, "I don't even know you." Like, there's better ways to approach a promoter or even another DJ. And I always thought, like, kind of learn what kind of how to do it and learn what the DJ that's already playing there is doing before you kind of ask or whatever. And do it with aloha, and it always works out if it's done that way, and at least for me. And I always was down to give up and comers a chance or people I didn't know a chance, but it was how I was approached. And then of course Hoppa was my resident DJ, and like he would just shut people down left and right if they didn't come correct. But I feel like it's a hard wall to break that you seem to kinda get into it easily. I You probably did it with Aloha, that's why.
Yeah, I didn't really ask for gigs. I just
Yeah,
introduced myself, like, "Oh, yeah, I'm New Island, I'm a DJ," and then my name's, Nate, just got here from, the mainland, and then I would just show my face to whatever, like, venues that I was, like, interested in playing, and I would just always showing up. So, like, when I first moved here, I was going out all the time. I wasn't drinking or anything, I was just going out, seeing the scene, the music, what people reacting to, and then just watching the DJs, just learning, just trying to get better and just checking out the scene, yeah. And then
that's super
I would
cool.
get hit up. So, yeah.
That's super cool. That's the way to do it. So any of you DJs out there, that's the best way to do it.
So
like guarantee. How weird is the scene different from where you were at coming to Hawaii? It gotta be a different kind of scene,
yeah,
right?
I was like, it's really different. So like right before we moved here, we moved to Birmingham, Alabama. Um, I never thought I'd be living in Alabama, especially after college. I was like, I'm never moving there, but we did. But it was fun, and that scene is so different. Like, I don't think I could play reggae out there and people like go crazy for it like they do here.
Oh
It was a
yeah.
lot of down south trap, um, hip hop, and then of course like the club up tempo pop stuff. But here I would say here you can get away with a lot more genres
Oh,
and
okay.
just people are more open here compared to Birmingham, Alabama, where I was. Not saying like the whole mainland, but just where I was, people here are more open to a lot more genres and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain areas. I mean, I don't even know where Alabama is, to be honest. I went to Wichita a couple years ago, and I was
And
culture shock. Like they don't even have a hill. It's flat. Like it's just
yeah,
it's not even. And the people there, they were nice, but they definitely weren't as warm as I'm used to, like even Bay Area and Cali and stuff like that. But
yeah.
yeah, it was culture shock, and I would think it would be super hard to understand how to play to them.
Mhm.
Coming to Hawaii, I guess it does open your playbook up a bit because we're so culturally diverse that everybody loves every kind of music at some point, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a short break to shout out our sponsors. Defend Hawaii's been my sponsor since the very beginning. They have a store in Windward Mall called No One, but if you go on their website, defendhawaii.com, they got some new drops, some new clothes that just came out. Go to their website, defendhawaii.com. If you use promo code ATBPOD upon checkout, you'll get 15% off your first order. Everything you order, 15% off. Defendhawaii.com. Aloha. The people in Hawaii, were they easy to play for when you first started, or you had to kind of figure it out and then be okay, this works?
I mean, it depended on the party and I guess where I was, but they're like accepted, but then also it's like I had to figure out what really moves. Of course, you can play like the top songs and everybody reacts to those, but it's just like how to play it, when to play it, and just what is like bubbling around the scene and everything. So
Yeah.
it took a little bit, but yeah, just did homework, research, listen to other DJs, check out different venues. So yeah, just some research and some homework.
So where do you normally play on island?
Um, I have a residency at a Key Club. I'm there like
Oh,
twice a month.
nice.
Um, and then I have my day party that I run with my boy Mark Nato, DJ Mark Nato.
Okay.
So me and him run it, and we do that now. Well, we used to do it every first Sunday, um, and then we're probably gonna start doing every fourth Saturday now because we got another opportunity with that. So I also have a speaking of that, we're at Manifest every second Saturday for our much love late night lovers party.
Okay.
We just started January actually. January was our first one.
Oh,
So
nice.
Manifest, Key Club, and then just those are my residencies, but I'm just kind of everywhere. Chinatown next door. Yeah.
You like that Chinatown vibe? It's
Oh
kind of a
yeah.
cool vibe out there, huh?
I feel like you can literally kind of play everything and anything, honestly.
Yeah.
Um, well, I mean, it changes between the bars, but I would say Manifest and Next Door, I can kind of play literally kind of almost everything.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a good vibe out there. I like Chinatown. So what was the challenges you had playing in Hawaii? Like what kind of gave you difficult times?
Um, the challenges, well, what challenge did I have? I had to learn how to play Latin more. So when I didn't
Oh,
realize how big the Latin scene's out here. So I had to do a lot of research, and just a lot of listening and digging. So learning how to play Latin, what songs, um, all the different subgenres within it, like, salsa, bachata, cumbia, perreo,
oh
reggaeton, like
wow.
all that. Um, and then just I guess because I was still kind of new. I'm still kind of new in the DJing. Well, in the DJ world, I think I've been DJing for like probably around 6, 7, 8 years around there.
Okay.
But DJ years, that's kind of like you're still a baby. You're still,
Yeah, yeah.
so just learning to read crowds, um, when to play certain songs, how to warm up, how to close. So just a little bit of everything, just learning, you know.
So you're
Uh,
pretty diverse. Well, what kind of genre would be your favorite? Like if you had to pick.
well, I would say probably R&B, of course, because that's like what I grew up on.
Okay.
And that's what I can listen to R&B every day, all day.
Yeah.
But of course, I like everything. I like playing everything. I don't like to be limited, but I would say R&B. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's a
a lot of the R&B parties I've been.
yeah. It's a trip because for me, I grew up I listened to rock and I did nightclub events for like 2 decades and I grew up listening to music and it's always in the background of my life.
Yeah,
I realize how much R&B I know and relate to just from going and being a part of these R&B events. And it blows my mind because I it's not on my phone. It's not like none of that music I seek it out, but I know it, sing it, love it, and it just a trip like how much I relate to it. And oh, I used to work here and this would be the song I would always hear or it's just good music. I feel like that kind of music nowadays isn't as strong as it used to be. I don't know if you feel the same way.
you know. I would
My
say I was like
was that
I would say it's not the same, but it's like starting to get back to where it was.
oh, okay.
Slow, yeah. In my opinion, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm the same. Everybody's has their own opinion. I trip a lot because my daughter's 15 and she has a Spotify playlist and she'll play it in the car and she'll have Boyz II Men, Jodeci, she'll have some and I'm just tripping like, okay, I know you don't know these people because you weren't even born when this stuff came out. And I always say good music um can stand the test of time. And I'm curious to see how the music now is going to stand in the future because it doesn't have as much depth. And it could be because I'm older, but I just feel like there's no depth, even rock. And I love rock. It just feels very surface, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. I don't know if it's the same to you.
Yeah, I would say it's been the same for me as well, but that's what I was saying, like, it's slowly starting to get back because there's a certain songs that I'd be like, "Oh, yeah, that's gonna last for a while." It's like
Oh,
a
good.
timeless record. Um, but a lot of it is I would say a lot of music now is kinda like surface,
Yeah.
doesn't have as much feeling or relatability to it. It's just, like, trying to catch people's attention quick, like, because the whole TikTok and it's just like, "What's hot now? What's hot? Let me just, do that and everything." But I would say a little it's starting to get back there.
That's
Yeah.
good. That sounds hopeful. You're one of the few DJs currently that I've talked with has that kind of vision where it's like, oh, okay, it's coming back. It's making and I guess it should, right? Because good music, everybody wants to hear it. It crosses over all kind of barriers. Who do you say you grew up listening to and inspired you when you were younger?
Like, talking about, artist or
Artists,
DJ?
groups, yeah, what yeah, R&B art or any kind of music, like and then I wanna get into, like, DJs that inspired you after.
Um, artist, Well, like my parents listen to everything, so like all the old school, Earth, Wind and Fire,
Oh shit.
Jodeci, like all the main people. And then like as I got older a little bit, I'm a big Drake fan.
Oh, okay.
Like, I throw a Drake night party too here on
Oh
Island.
yeah.
Yeah, so Drake, he's like one of my favorite artists.
Okay, stop you right there. How is the whole Kendrick thing to you since now? I mean, you probably hear about it and probably defended him, but I mean, I didn't do a deep dive until the Super Bowl because it wasn't that important to me. But then Hoppa was trying to explain it to me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. What was your take on that whole thing?
um I mean, because I'm a Kendrick fan too, but if I had to pick a side, I'm picking Drake's. I mean, I've been rocking with Drake since the grassy days and whatnot. So yeah, but I mean, I wouldn't say Drake lost because I mean, look at him. He's still relevant, still
Yeah,
dog, like still putting out music. People kind of forgot about it.
yeah,
Everything. It's just I would say Kendrick just was really strategic on when he put stuff out. Like when Drake dropped out one song and then he literally dropped a song like within what 5-10 minutes afterwards, and
yeah.
everyone kind of forgot about it. So yeah,
That's kind of the strength of what he did, and then he had his hits and then dropped it in the Super Bowl and just caused a controversy. It just seemed like he kind of took that over. Like Drake didn't really ag- acknowledge any of that from what I seen. I don't know if you know differently, but w- like he just kind of let it happen. He didn't rebut it. I don't think.
yeah. I think he just kind of let whatever happened happen. Whatever rumors that was put out, that I guess he knew that wasn't true. He didn't like jump, like try to defend himself like that. He just like, oh, it's whatever, because I guess he knew it wasn't true and all that. Yeah. So
Sometimes it takes a bigger man to just end shit. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
like I said, good music stands the test of time, and he's somebody I think that guarantee will. And people like he still sells out arenas, he still sells out stadiums. He's like people want to hear him. He's good, and he hasn't dropped anything new, has he?
He hasn't dropped anything new, but he's been teasing his new album, Iceman, I believe that's what it's gonna be called.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I was like, that's supposed to drop this year. So yeah, I'm waiting for that. It's funny that you say all this too, because like the whole Kendrick Drake thing, all the homies, like someone play a Kendrick song, they look at me like, Nate, what are you doing? Are you gonna sing the song? They're like, how do you feel right now? I'm like, get out of my face.
It's not that pressed.
They always like
Yeah, you
to,
can like everybody. I don't care. Like
yeah. It was
um
funny though.
my daughter is super excited for the new Bruno Mars, and that guy don't miss, bro. He's like that I can be proud of. He's from Hawaii, like he doesn't miss, and he has such a old school vibe to him.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why he's doing so well. And yeah, she's super excited for that. Do you when you're in the club, like you must have go-to songs that don't miss. Like, what would be some of your like hammer tracks that would be like, okay, crowd's kind of dying. I got this in my back pocket. Like, what would be like your go-to songs to pick it up?
Well, like, you already know the obvious. There's everyone loves "No Hands" by Waka Flocka,
Okay.
some Fetty Wap,
Yeah.
but I would also say some Sexy Red. All the ladies
Okay.
love Sexy Red, so you can just play basically almost any of those, and they just go crazy for it. So yeah.
Are you a DJ that kind of predetermines his set according to where you're gonna play, or you just come walking in and kind of just feel out the crowd?
I kind of like to like get a foundation of what I may play, but
Okay.
I don't just line up my songs. I kind of freestyle the night because I'm reading the crowd, and
Yeah.
like, because I can set something up and then I'm like, okay, it's an older crowd. They're not gonna feel this. So go here, go there. So I kind of try to organize my library so I know where things are. And that's definitely an ongoing process that I feel like I need to like restart all the time, but I'm still working on that. But for the most part, I'm just freestyling through the when I'm spinning. I mean, I'll put songs that I know I want to play in a crate, but for the
Yeah.
most part, I'm just freestyling. Reading the crowd.
That's one thing as a promoter I would look for, and I would see if the DJ would kinda predetermine his set and not deviate from it. Because then it's like I could do that. I could make a set or get somebody to make a set, and I could just play it. It's
Mm,
the crowd reading and transitions and to turn it when it's going slow or cycle people out to the bar. It's just such a talented, skill to have. I just would judge and hire DJs from what you just said. Like, I gotta be able to swerve when you're
yeah.
playing for a live crowd. Do you ever mess up where it's like, "Oh shit, I'm bombing," and then kinda
I
gotta
mean,
figure it
of course, like I'm like the worst critic for myself. Like I'm really hard on myself because I hold myself to like a really high standard, and I know I'm nowhere near where I want to be. But yeah, I was like, I mean, all DJs mess up. It's just about how you handle it and how you move. You act like you don't mess up and just keep it moving.
Yeah.
You fake the funk and you just figure out the solution right then and there and just keep it moving.
Yeah. Well, in Hawaii, there's a lot of crazy stuffs that happen in the club, and I've seen them all. I've seen everything. What would be some of the crazy shit that you seen from the booth?
Oh man. I mean, I seen fights break out, seen bouncers just take people through the door, tackle them through the door, and they go down the stairs, and yeah, just some wild stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, the nightlife is like that. I think, it's a crazy industry. Um, I always think DJs, well, for me, obviously the DJs is what creates our business, and it's such a hard, skill to have and to do it for such a long time. A lot of the DJs, like, I know they'll play, like, the regular stuff, and I can call it out, like, especially when we're at district, I could say, "Oh, this song's coming next, this song's coming next," at a like, to the T, and then it's like, "Oh, like, what's the skill?" And, um, how easy is it for you to cycle people out to the dance floor, get them to go drink, make the club money, and kinda keep switching out the vibe to where everything's flowing. It's not just banger after banger, everybody's just
Yeah.
dancing or
Um, I mean, of course, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I mean, I can do it. I'm also like one of those DJs that don't like to play the same thing everybody else is playing. I like to take risk and play new music or play music you forgot about. So, or just songs that people love listening to that you would never expect to hear in the club. So like I'll do those, I'll do that, and that may send people to the bar, or they'll just be like, "Oh wow, I haven't heard this." But I mean, for the most part, I can kind of feel like if I need to pick up the energy or if I need to bring it, like they're going crazy. I'm like, all right, let me give them a break, bring it down, reset the room. Oh, this, I see this crowd of people over here. They kind of mess with this, so let me go there, give these people a break. Just you know, it's like a puzzle. You just
yeah,
that puzzle the
definitely.
whole night. Yeah, multitasking.
Do you look at your previous DJ's playlist before you jump on? Like, see what they played before you or
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, normally, if I'm DJing with someone and if I'm going afterwards, I like to get there, like, early so I can hear what they're playing,
Oh, okay.
so I don't play the same stuff. Yeah, because I don't like doing the same s playing the same songs because then it just, it's like, okay, then people just hearing the same stuff over and over, and then I'm just gonna be like they're like there's, like,
You
nothing
just
special about it,
yeah.
and it's monotonous, I would say. So, like, if a DJ plays, like, all those bangers early, I'm gonna be like, "Okay, what am I gonna do?" I was like, it's almost like a challenge, a fun challenge, like, "Okay, how can I rock this without doing the same thing that DJ did and just sound different?" Because I don't I don't like to ever play the same sets or sound the same every time.
Yeah.
Of course, there's those songs that you're going to play, but I'd like to think that I pride myself of not sounding the same and always trying to switch things up, so you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah.
You seem like a student of the craft, and I think that's probably why you're so successful. It's a lot of DJs don't think like how you think, or they come in thinking that, oh, I'm the man or whatever, and they don't take time to, oh, let's hear what the DJ played before, or kind of study their craft to where I'm gonna do this different. And I always think DJs like that are the ones that'll have longevity. And it's cool to see like a lot of the old school DJs are still doing it, like Technique, Taco, like, guys I've brought to our events that like 15 years ago that are still killing it, and they still can just do their thing. And I feel like the younger generation of DJs kind of not like that as much, but there are a handful that is like, oh, okay, this guy got something, like this guy got something different. Do you What do you think about the DJs culture now versus how it used to be?
Well, I mean, I'm still like I said, I'm still pretty new, in the whole culture. I mean, coming from, like, where I was in Birmingham, the culture wasn't everyone was like, "This is my territory," like, they didn't really, like, help or,
Yeah.
grow together. It was just like, "Oh, Imma gatekeep, this is mine, like, you better find your own." But, like, when I got here, I was like, I love the culture out here because it's like people wanna work together, people wanna grow together. It wasn't a lot in my experience, there wasn't a lot of, like, "Oh, no, you can't do this," like, "Go do whatever." I always had people helping me, guiding me, mentors, and, yeah.
Okay, I want to take this break to shout out our sponsor, iRip Detail Supply. They're your one stop shop superstore for everything you need to detail whatever vehicle you have. They have a store in Temple Valley Shopping Center, they also have one in Las Vegas. Everything you need to detail your car, they have it in one spot. Give them a look on their website, irepdetailsupply.com. If you use promo code ATBPOD upon checkout, you'll get 15% off your entire purchase order. Go down to their store if you have any questions. Their staff is fully knowledgeable about all their products. iRep Detail Supply. Aloha. The culture in Hawaii with their DJs, just from being around it, is very uplifting. I've seen DJs have the same mentality where it's like, if I help you and give you shine, it's not gonna diminish my shine. And that kind of puts DJs on different levels. I seen and there's a lot of pettiness too as well, and there's some bullshit going on too, but for the most part I see DJs just inspire each other here. And especially working with Bay Area DJs and some Vegas ones, but a lot of the Bay I've noticed, like, oh, those guys just have aloha, and we bring them down, or they bring us up to do events, and they just are so stoked on each other. And bringing DJs from here up there and kind of throwing them in the shine. And it's like, wow, that's the kind of culture that I like to see. And I mean, I never got to DJ. I don't have that ear. I'm not that guy, but I respect it, and I love the culture that comes with being a DJ. But I always am jealous. Like, I always tell Taylor, like, "Bruh, I wish I could hear music how you hear it, or like how certain DJs hear music, because it's on a different level." It's like looking at art. If you're an artist and you look at art, you're gonna see it differently than someone who's just looking at a painting. You know what I mean? When you're out, do you just catch like songs and just like, oh shoot, what is that? And kind of start figuring things out just wherever you're at.
Yeah, like, it can be a song I never heard of or a song I heard of, and then, like, I'm like, "Ooh, that would sound good with this," or "This would sound good," or, "Oh, I never heard that, and let me dive deeper into that." Um, So yeah, I'm always getting inspired like everywhere I go. I can just be out eating at a dinner spot with the wife, and then a song come on. I'm like, oh, what is that? Shazam!
Shazam.
I have no shame. I have no shame of shazamming anything and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say about the culture too. Like, there's a lot also happening, like the Scratcher Hawaii, like a bunch of turntablists that cut like get together, like they'll open up an open room. They got all the turntables. They got people from out of town coming in. And like it's a dope community and it's like welcoming, doesn't matter what level you're on. And then like you said, the Bay Area, because I've DJ'd out there too.
Oh,
And we've
nice.
had some Bay Area DJs come and DJ for our party as well. And like they always giving us advice and like, helping us grow, which is like I was saying, I never experienced that when I was in Birmingham. So it's just nice to finally like be a part of like a DJ culture that wants to like help bring the younger generation up and just show them the right way and
Yeah.
all that too. Yeah.
So you kind of learned on a controller, correct? You never had to carry
Um,
crates or CDs or and shit like that.
I didn't have to carry no crates or anything. I had a controller for a little bit, but I got turntables like really soon because one of my boys, Marcus Gold, he was like the first person that put me in a bar. Because he's been DJing for a minute and I always looked up to him. And I was like, he always played on turntables. I was like, yo, where can I get some of those? And he was like, yo, just look online. You know, I forgot where was it? I forgot one of those sites, but yeah, I was just looking online, found one, got a mixer. And so I basically learned on turntables. Like that was like the main thing I was DJing on. But I mean, I had a
That's
small controller that I started with,
yeah,
but then long, long after that, I was on turntables. Yeah.
that's cool. I think with for me being around it for so long, I got to see the transition and progression of DJs. And bro, I remember our DJs with them milk crates with vinyl and just that would like it would suck. Like now you can have your whole playlist in your pocket, like your whole library, and these guys would. But with technology, everything gets better. But do you still like mess with the turntables? Like you mess with vinyl at all?
Yeah. I mess with vinyl. I haven't did a all vinyl set out, but I want to.
Oh shit.
Most of my vinyl is actually back home in Virginia at my parents' house. But I have a little bit here. But I'll practice on it just to work on like, beat matching by ear and not relying on a screen and
Yeah,
all that. So, and I don't know, something about having a record and playing a record. It just, I don't know. Yeah,
that's
I
super cool.
just love to go back and, where it all started.
Yeah, that's the respect. How often do you practice?
So for the most part, I would practice every day, even if it's like 10, 15 minutes. But the wife's sister just moved back, so I had to like close I had a studio. I had my turntables always set up, so I would just go
Mm,
in there, even if, like I said, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, practice. But since she's moved back here with us, I don't get to as much.
yeah,
But I'll like every now and then I'll go in the garage, set up the turntables and everything. So I've been trying to get back to trying to do it every day. Because I mean, if I had my way, I'd be on it every day. So I'm starting to get back there because at one point I was doing it too much. I got to spend time with the wife and the family, so I don't want to get
yeah,
in
for
trouble.
sure. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Does she come with you onto these gigs and stuff?
yeah, she comes to well, not she doesn't come to a lot of them anymore because I've been gigging a lot
Yeah,
and it's not really her scene, but she'll come to like, my events that I throw or like the big events to show support. But she'll every now and then she'll pop out and support, but it's not really her scene. But yeah, she comes and supports.
that's super cool. How hard has it or easy has it been having being married and being in the industry? I know it trials and tribulations, jealousy or whatnot, and insecurities. How has your marriage been navigating being in the scene and being in the industry?
Yeah, I would say every marriage just has its challenges and everything. But I mean, I'm always honest, communicated, and then we have each other's past locks and we communicate and talk all the time. And it's funny, she actually is always up after my gigs. I'll be like, you should get some sleep. And then I'll get home from the crib, from the DJ gig, and then she's like, "Hey," I'm like, "What are you doing up?" She's watching TV. She's like, "I don't know, I just can't feel like I can't sleep when you're not here." And then I get home, she passes out. So
That's cool.
yeah.
That's super cool. Fortunately, I had my ups and downs being in the industry. I fortunately found a good one who bartends at the district, and being in the industry together, for me helped a lot because all the insecurities I would get she didn't give me, and same with her. Like I would watch people hit on her all the time and be like, "Oh, watch this! I'm gonna go get her number." And just be messing with people. It was just refreshing that I could find someone in the industry, and it was no drama for the most part.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um, what DJs inspired you like coming up? Like what were the like, oh, this fucking DJ got me locked
Oh,
in and
dude, I got so many, but if I had to narrow it down, I would say, well, my homeboy who first put me out in the bar, Marcus Gold, he kinda mentored me when I was back home in Virginia. Um, he was one, of course, like all the legends, Jazzy Jeff, Shortcut, but another DJ MoMA, DJ Get Live, some big ones that Miles Medina, and then the homie here, DJ CL Slick.
okay.
I used to look up to him a lot because he's from New York, but he lives out here, and he always does some crazy stuff, and he can play any genre, all the genres, and make it make sense instead of just like it just being like so chaotic. Like it just flows so well and everything. So yeah, those are some of the guys that I kind of look up to. I mean, I can name
That's
so much more, but
yeah.
just to narrow it down.
Okay, taking this short break to shout out our sponsor, Medicinal Mushrooms Hawaii. They're a medicinal mushroom company that's based out of Hawaii. They have tinctures of 5 different mushrooms. They have lion's mane, chaga, turkey tail, red reishi, and the newest one they have is the cordyceps. I take all 5 every single day. If you don't know the medicinal properties of these mushrooms, go to their website, medmushroomhigh.com, and they explain to you the medicinal properties of each one of these mushrooms. I take the first 3 in the morning. I take red reishi at night to help me sleep. I take cordyceps right before I work out, like a pre-workout, gives me energy and yeah, it helps me work out perfect. Medmushroomhigh.com. If you use promo code ATBPod upon checkout, all capital letters, you'll get 45% off your purchase or your first tincture of extracted mushrooms. Give them a look. Medmushroomhigh.com. Aloha. Other than DJing, you told me earlier that you were a fitness instructor or you do personal training. Where do you do that at?
Yeah, I'm a personal trainer at UFC gym in Kailua.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so do some
Oh,
personal training.
so what kind of training do you do and like who can come get trained by you? Just anybody or
Like yeah,
training
anybody.
fighters?
It doesn't matter. It's like whatever, someone's looking for. Unless like I see a better fit for that person for another coach, then I'll be like I can train you, but I feel like this coach would be better for you. But yeah, I do sports training. I do, general pop, like if they want to get stronger, lose weight, or just, functional movements. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I do a little bit of everything.
I've been noticing that recently functional fitness is becoming like a trend and
So,
I had this guy Key that he has this fit truck. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a mobile gym and he
Mhm.
drives it everywhere. They bring it to my daughter's practice once a week and has like rowers and stuff, weights and all kind of stuff. But he always tells me about as you get older how important functional fitness is. Not like I don't need to pound, like I don't need a bench press 300 pounds. It's not gonna do anything for me in life, but I do need to be moving around and working out to where um I can keep up with my daughter and stuff, or be able to pretty much carry a bag of rice up the stairs so my wife don't like functional fitness is becoming important.
Mhm.
Do you focus on that kind of stuff or like whatever your clients need?
I mean, I that's what I mainly focus on, but it's also what the client's looking for. So I always try to like um have a little bit of me and my style
Okay.
to whatever they're looking for. But that's mainly my approach is functional because I want people feeling good, of course looking good and just moving better. Um, so like, aches and pains, like going up the stairs or picking something up, like you said, just feeling better in general while also reaching those goals, those aesthetic goals that they're looking for. So,
So when you're training people, do you sit down with them and kind of have them set up goals for themselves prior to starting or
yeah.
so
So when I first would meet with someone, we'll sit down and talk about what they're looking for, what they want, where they're at, how committed are they, and like are they really ready to change your life and, get after it? So
yeah.
that's like the
Yeah.
first thing I do when I meet with anybody. So,
You ever like have to train like lazy people and you just can't like I used to teach martial arts and we did this cardio kickboxing class for women and like some of these women just were lazy and it's like I couldn't be around it to be honest.
yeah, I was like, I mean, there's lazy people, but I always try to like tie it back into why they came to me in the first place. And
Yeah.
like you said, you really want this. So, you know, let's, you know, do what, do what you say you're going to do and really like go all in. And just commit. So I just kind of like to tie it back to why they always, what they came to me for instead of, it's not like I'm like, hey, you need to do this. It's like, hey, I want to, feel better. I want to lose this weight. I want to get stronger. I want to, move better. So I kind of like to tie it always back to that, to their goals so that, cause you can't train someone that doesn't want something, right?
Yep,
You
for
got
sure.
I mean, that person's gonna have to want it to really, like, get after and change their life, so,
You consult in nutrition also or just straight physical
um,
fitness kind of?
a little bit. I mean, I'm not a certified nutritionist, but I give my opinions, I can help with some macros, um, and just help overall, like, just give them information that can help them, reach those goals, but, like, I'm not a nutritionist, but, I
Yeah.
mean, I know a little something, yeah.
Oh, so you're pretty much in shape. You kind of live it too then, right? You're a fitness person. Do
Yeah,
you
I mean, I've been
compete or
like
anything any of those little fitness things or like they have
I
those
have.
challenges?
I have because at the gym at UFC gym, when you first get there, you're required to
Oh,
do the a fitness challenge and whatnot. I mean, I did it. I mean, I came in first, so yeah. But I mean, I've been playing sports my whole life, so
oh yeah.
used to competing and working out. It's part of the lifestyle. So
Yeah. And you get that discipline, especially playing college football. What position did you play?
I was a receiver, and then I switched to DB the last 2 years. Yeah.
DB is to me the hardest position in sports, I think, other than quarterback. Being a corner, like that is the hardest. So who's your team? Are you happy for this Super Bowl?
My team is the Panthers.
Oh, okay,
They
Carolina.
surprised
Okay.
me actually. I don't really follow NFL too much, but
All
my
right.
team is the Panthers because I was born in North Carolina, so I always just root for them. But I'm not a big Patriots fan. Never really have been.
Yeah.
But I really don't care who wins. I just want a
Yeah.
good game. But if I had to pick a side, it'd probably be the Seahawks.
I hate them, bruh. I'm not even gonna watch this game. Will not watch the Seahawks win a Super Bowl in 49er Stadium. Like
Oh, yeah, wow,
I
yeah.
hate them. But hey, you should be stoked though. You're in Nalo, the Panthers' best receivers from Waimanalo, T Mac.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's
Yeah.
beasting.
So I was yeah, when he got on the team, I was like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Let's
Yeah.
go."
Yeah, that's Waimanalo homeboy. Like he's doing it. I think Panthers could get some momentum. I mean, I like the Panthers just because they gave us freaking Christian McCaffrey.
Alright. I was sad when we got rid of him. He was a
Yeah,
weapon right there.
yeah, that's all you guys had.
Yeah.
But the rebuild is coming. I like those Cam Newton days. I thought he lost his marbles at some point, but he had some cool seasons.
Yeah, yeah.
You said you
Yeah.
played with him, right?
Yeah, yeah, I played with him, back in 2010, where yeah, we ended up winning the national championship and the SEC championship back in the day, so
Wait, you played in the national championship?
yeah, I was a part of the team and everything,
Yeah. Oh, that's
but
crazy.
yeah, I was in, where was it? Was it Glendale? Yeah, we were in Glendale, played against the Oregon Ducks.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. So you got a ring.
yeah,
Oh, I've never talked to somebody who won the national championship before.
yeah.
That
That's
must
kinda
have been
crazy.
a unreal experience.
Yeah, that season was, like, ridiculous, like, the campus was crazy, Auburn was just yeah, it was kinda unexplainable, like, just how things was happening, just the hype around us, and then we had Cam Newton, the best player in the whole college football, and, like, just the attention the school was getting, and then we went undefeated too, so
Yeah.
it was something else. It was an experience to say the least, yeah.
That's super cool. So you catch passes from Cam Newton then?
Yeah, I have, yeah,
That's pretty cool. Hey,
but
not
I
many
was
people can
no
say
su
that.
I wasn't a
Was that
superstar or anything. I was a walk-on, and then I earned a scholarship, so, yeah.
That's a big deal, man. And to be a national champion, that's something you could tell your kids one day. And like, bro, I'm pretty stoked to know that. I've never talked to anybody who won a national championship. That's super dope.
Yeah, I don't normally tell people that too much. Normally, like, the people around me are like, "Oh, you don't know who this guy is?" I was like, "Stop." I was like, "You ain't gotta do all that." Like, "Yeah, he got a ring and everything." And I'm like I mean,
You're
if I was
humble, huh?
on a job interviews, oh, yeah, I wear
Oh
my ring
yeah.
'cause it
Yeah.
why not? Use what you got, right? They forget
Yep.
about the interview and just start looking at the ring and start asking questions. But,
That's super
yeah,
cool.
it's all my stuff is mainly with my dad. I He has his whole shrine in the basement back home in Virginia.
How was transitioning away from football? Did you miss it? Do you still miss it?
Um it wasn't actually too bad because after college, I was still, like, training, trying to, do tryouts and get an opportunity, but then, like, I found DJing as I was still working out and training, and then, I don't know, they were just one day, I was just like, "I'm okay not playing," and
Mm,
DJing so, basically, what I would, like, focus on, like, how I was for football, it was, like, went all straight to football I mean, straight to DJing. So, like I mean, if I had an opportunity to go, I mean, why not? You make some good money, even if it's
yep.
for like a couple months, I would go, but like I'm not like, "Ooh, I miss it, like, I need to be playing football." Like, if I don't play football ever again, I'm okay.
That's cool. And you traded not traded, but you found a different passion and
So,
fills your
I didn't know
heart,
what I was
fills
gonna
your
do,
cup. Yeah.
but DJ
You could get a chance to go play for the Niners. The way our team gets hurt, like they'll have openings every year.
oh, no, that's funny, that's funny. Yeah. I mean, I would, shoot, if they asked me,
That'd be
but,
super cool.
yeah, I don't that's not happening.
Yeah. Anyways, we've been going for a while. I know what to ask you. How'd you get Nasty Nate as your DJ name? You name yourself or somebody gave it
No.
to you?
I got that. That's funny. Everyone asked me that. I got the nickname in high school from playing football because I remember we'd go out and practice or play games in the fields, and then I was just juking people, making them fall and everything, and then
Oh,
I
breaking
remember we came in.
ankles.
we came in, they were like, "Coach, this kid's nasty, nasty, nasty Nate." And it kinda just stuck because I was quiet. I didn't really talk in high school. Like, I go back now and people like, "You talk and you're bigger, you got muscles and all this stuff." I'm like, "What?" But, yeah, I got it from playing football, and then it kinda, like, moved into, like, school. Like, teachers started calling me that. Like, I remember someone like, one of the teachers was like, they called me Nate, and then one of the girls was like, "That's not Nate, that's nasty Nate." And then the teacher was like, "Oh my gosh, that's terrible." They're like, "No, it's a good thing." I'm like, oh my goodness." And I'm quiet and shy, so I'm just like, I don't even really say anything. I'm just like so then teachers and everybody in the whole school started calling me that, so and it just followed me. I even tried to get rid of the name. I tried to change my because I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be DJ. I'm gonna be Nasty Nate for a DJ." And then I tried to change it to a different name.
What'd you change it to?
I was, like, trying to do, like, DJ Soul or something because 'cause I'm part
Oh.
Korean. So I was, like,
Oh,
trying to
really?
yeah, I'm part
Dude,
Korean.
I'm half Korean. You're part
Oh,
Korean.
yeah, I'm a quarter Korean, my mom's
Oh,
side.
no shit. That's
Yeah, so
that's
I tried
super
to
cool.
change it to that, and it just didn't feel right, and
Hmm.
it just wasn't the same feeling because I was, like, thinking about, "Oh, what if I get corporate gigs?" Like, they ain't gonna be, like,
Yeah.
nasty. But I seen other
Yeah,
DJs
yeah.
names. So I was like, "You know what? Everybody calls me this already. Imma stick with it." So, yeah, and here we are since high school.
That's crazy. That's super cool. Yeah, you can get stuck with Nasty Nate for corporate gigs. It'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
do cover gigs now, so
Yeah.
I'm cool with it, I guess, so,
That's super cool. So you're quarter Korean. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
All right. So that would have worked, bro. I'm half Korean. You can't tell, but yeah, that's
Yeah, normally
super
people are
cool.
like they're like, "What, really?" And then they look at me, they're like, "Oh, I can tell by your eyes." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
Liar. My last name's Park and people don't know I'm Korean.
I would say my last name's Taylor, so
Yeah.
it's like English.
That's crazy. Any advice would you give to any up and coming DJs that want to try and break into the industry, especially here in Hawaii?
I would say go out, um, network, meet people, be friendly. DJing is really all about relationships, honestly, and just being a genuine person, not just like using somebody like, "Oh, I'm gonna just be cool with them just to get this gig." And then do your homework, like go out, listen to DJs, um, dig for music, try to figure out your own style and technique and just set yourself apart from other DJs because everybody can play the same music, but you can give two DJs the same playlist, but they're gonna play different, right? So what's gonna
Yeah.
make you stand out? But listen, don't take I was like, I love take I can't even speak, criticism. So, like, take that, don't take it at heart. It's just gonna help you get better and just, you know, listen and just, always be open and practice, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Honestly, what you just said, I wish I had that soundbite the last 10, 15 years. I would have, this is how you become a DJ. Go out, make relationships, connect, network, meet people. Like, that's honestly the best way to do it. And that's probably why you're catching all these gigs and getting all this love. And I mean, of course, you're going to have to play at some point and be good at that. But that's, you can get turned away or given an opportunity just from the aloha vibe that you give off. And
Don't be
I've
afraid to
seen
fail.
it. Yeah. And I've seen it. I've done it. And I always try to give DJs a chance, but if I get approached like, "Hey man, put me on your next show or put me in the district next week," I'm like, "Bruh, I never even heard of you or heard how you play or what. Like, I don't even know your name. You didn't even introduce me. Like, I just don't do that." Like, and then yeah, and if you did that to Hoppa, he would just tear you a new one. But that mindset, I would highly suggest it. If you're an up and coming DJ and you want to break into the industry, do it how he just said it. And that would be your best foot in the door and um know your craft and appreciate your craft. And then appreciate the opportunities because especially in Hawaii, there's not many venues and places and um clubs to play at. So when you get those opportunities, be appreciative and go from there. Bruh, this is why I like doing my podcast. This is why I like talking to DJs. Uh your story is inspiring. Your story was cool and was a great conversation. I'm impressed with um how you got to where you are now, and I'm excited to see where you're gonna take this in the future, and hopefully it's still on this island. How do you like being on the island, or you see yourself off island, or
Oh, I love it. Like, I mean, the plan was always to like move here, settle down, and then travel every now and then, not all the time, and
yeah.
DJ around the world every now and then. But home base would be Hawaii. So, but
Yeah,
wherever God takes us. So, yeah,
for
we
sure.
just but we here for the time being. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any kids yet, or
Oop, not right now.
oh, that's gonna change everything.
Yeah, that's all good though.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
Looking
Well,
forward to it.
I appreciate you taking time out. That yeah, that sound bit for advice for young up and coming DJs. I hope a lot of them hear it because that's perfect. That's the perfect way to do it. Yeah, I hope to see you playing soon, bro. I want to come check out some of those Chinatown gigs.
Oh, yeah, come on out.
Yeah, that would be super cool.
Have a good time.
Shoot, I wish I was still doing club events more now. I could have some better DJs out there, and yeah, it's refreshing, and respect to all the DJs in Hawaii. That, like I said, the culture here has been cool to see, and just being around Hoppa and how he handles his little DJ crew and stuff like that is just uplifting, and I don't know, it's a cool culture to be around. Yep, for sure.
Oh, definitely a blessing.
Future wise, where do you see yourself taking this career? Like, what do you
Um,
envision?
well, hopefully, as far as I, can take it, I want to have a successful traveling party. Um, the much love party that I do with Mark Nato, just traveling around doing that. Also, traveling more and DJing around the world, meeting new people, connecting with new people, and just seeing the world, and then making enough money to, provide for the family and just doing what I love. So, yeah.
Right on. Um, Social media wise, where can people find you if they want to book you for something or get in touch with you or even get a workout in with you?
Well, social media on my IG, nastynate.dj. Yeah, at nastynate.dj. Um, I think it's the same thing on TikTok that I just started. The wife told me I need to get that, so I got it.
You'll
I
be
fought
doing
it for a
them
while.
dances.
Nope, just DJ videos, no dances right now. Even though I can dance a little bit, but
Yeah.
um, yeah, nastynate.dj. Um, emailing booking nastynate um at Gmail. Yeah, nastynate.dj@gmail.com. Yeah.
All right on.
Then I have a
Um,
YouTube channel.
okay. What's the YouTube?
I think I believe it's the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. I just kinda started it. I actually uploaded, like, my first, um, DJ mix, visual
Oh,
mix that I did actually at Southern Love here,
oh,
on I
nice.
yeah, so,
Well,
yep.
keep doing your thing, bro. I do know a lot of successful DJs put a lot of time and effort into social media and um documenting your videos, and it's like you got to learn that side of the business. It's not easy. I think uh DJ's got to be a promoter, videographer, photographer. You
Everything.
just got to wear like seven different hats, and the successful ones like can do it all. And I think you scratching into different uh social media avenues is going to just help your brand, and like, you got to think of it as a business. And honestly, social media is the biggest business opportunity worldwide now, and Like, as soon as you hear of somebody or something, the first thing you do is go look for their website and Instagram, right? Like
So
that's just how life is nowadays.
learning that myself now.
Yeah. Well, keep doing your thing, and I appreciate you taking time out. Yeah, it's been an hour. Shakas for the cameras. Right on, man. We're out. Shout out to the Artist Group Network. Aloha.